The first Thursday of each month is Fair Day in Castletownbere.
Basically every Friday I go to town and do the shopping and come back home. That's about it. Do what I have to do inside the town. If I were to buy wool or get a pattern or something like that. And we wouldn't go to town for entertainment at all. We would go to Allihies if we were going to go to the pub, which we don't do a whole lot anyway. But if we were going out, we would go to Allihies. He likes to look after the finances, even though probably he realises that I would be much better at it, but he's always done it. And I tend now not to bother about it at all. And it suits him and it suits me. Because, on the one hand, it's a bit unfair, isn't it, really? Because he will make all the decisions about what the money is to be spent on, where, when and how, and things like that. I have no financial worries. I don't know what's going on there, you see.
The Fox. You see all the ones that I have that their ears are punished.
It is much nicer shopping in Castletown from the point of view that you don't have to worry all the time about your handbag. You can actually have your handbag on the trolley, which is a huge thing. You can actually walk away from your handbag, from the trolley, and not have to worry about the handbag. And you can leave the car open. You can leave the keys in the car. You can leave the shopping in the car. You can leave the windows down in the car, and you can park the car anywhere within reason, and people are not coming hooting the horns at you. It is a sheer joy to shop in Castletown.
I read that in the paper.
Yes, punch that carpenter you can go up.
That's desperate, okay?
Just have for us make money then.
We'll be out with the shotgun from now on anyway.
If you bought the shotgun, I think.
It's a social outing, really, rather than a shopping spree. You will meet people inside in Town Fair Day that you would only meet in Fair Day. Everybody makes a huge effort to come out on Fair Day, to go to the market, and from that point of view, yes, I like the fair, but not the plastic things. I wouldn't. I never walk around those stalls ever. I tend to buy what I want to buy when I go to Cork City. So I would never buy anything off those stalls. Basically, you meet the people from. I will meet Michael's relatives, and they wouldn't come to town on a Friday. They tend to go to town on Saturday, see, and I tend to go to town on a Friday. And you get a lot of people who will go to town on Wednesday, and a lot of people go to town on a Friday, and a lot of people on a Saturday. But on the fair day, they all tend to go on that one particular day. And it is a day out, and it is a day where you will spend the entire time talking to people, really, and meeting people that you haven't met since the previous month. It is a very cosmopolitan place, because I think it's the second largest fishing port in Ireland, isn't it? And the whole area centres around the fishing. All the young fellas, they have nothing else to do when they leave school. They'll either go fishing or stay on a farm. And the majority of them would go fishing. And of course, it is a cosmopolitan place from the point of view that last year we had all these Russians in for weeks and weeks on end, and they had the factory ships outside, and they just came in and they were up and down the town and buying everything and anything that they couldn't get in Russia, coffee, chocolate, chewing gum, silly things.
A regular passenger and car ferry services the short trip between Bere Island and the mainland, but it is still an unfulfilled ambition of Islands to visit the island.
I often intend to go to the island, but I just never had any reason to go out there. When we have visitors down, I always say, we usually say we must go to the island, go and pay a visit to them. We just never had any reason to go, and it's just a case of not getting it together to go. No particular reason why we didn't go. Looking over it, it looks enormous, and in actual fact, the only island I've ever been on is Garnish Island. I've never even been across to Jersey Island, the one near us. So I would like to go up there just to see the layout of it. It's difficult to imagine what an island is like, where you can drive cars there and have a hotel there, and the priest over there, he keeps on inviting me over to the island, and eventually I will go. I will definitely make the effort and go there, just to say I've been there anyway. I keep meaning to take the bicycles across there with the kids and cycle around the island, and every year I'm saying we will do it, and every year we haven't done it yet. We will do it one day. Take the bikes off and cycle around there.